From Nigeria to Vegas, the lights are bright. Champagne popping under the neon night. I saw it be shining gold and white. Laughter louder than the city's heights. Oh yeah, step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. Nigeria to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. There's a heat, but we bring the rain. Palm wine vibes in a champagne lane. Jollof aroma drives me insane. Culture's a wave you can't contain.
All right,
Raise your hands if you feel
all
alive.
right, all right. Welcome back. How you guys doing, my fellow real fam? I hope everybody is having a fantastic time. All right. Please hit the like as you come in. This is an impromptu live show. I came across a video yesterday. The video was trending on Instagram. Let me reduce this. I think the music is high. All right. Okay, thank you. So I saw a video yesterday. The video was trending on Instagram. It's a video of a UK immigrant. I don't even know her. I don't know her name. She made a video and she published the video. And the main thing was she and her husband, maybe kids included, I can say from the video, they they are living in their vehicle. They have a minibus and they are living in that minibus. So she made that video and she posted. And one of the things she kept stating over and over in the video was that there is no free housing in the UK. And to prove her point, she walked the viewers through how she and her family are living in the minibus. And it's such a pathetic view. Although I'm not gonna take anything away from her, her energy is top notch. I think she was optimistic. Yeah, I join my faith with her faith that by power of God things will turn around for she and her family. But I just think maybe it's time we begin to share some tips to our fellow African who migrated to the Western world. More importantly, tips on how to live, tips on what they can do if life turns out the other way around. You know, when people come to Africa, their goal is that they are heading to their goal is that they are heading to a country that is filled with milk and honey, and that miracle gonna happen. You know, the moment they set their feet on whatever destination they are headed, life is gonna be easier. We all have that aspiration, that expectation from Africa that the Western world is a land of opportunity where everything is beautiful. It's like some people made it look like as soon as you touch down, you're just gonna be living like a king. What perhaps people were not aware of, some people, not everyone, some people are perhaps not aware of the fact that there is nothing free all over the world. Even if you go to Freetown in Sierra Leone, nothing is free. And Western world, to be candid, when it comes to greener pasture, opportunities, how easy it is to make money, and all those narrative, I think Western world is overrated. To be candid with you, you have better chances of making money in Africa than making money in Western world. Don't get me wrong. People are becoming more successful in the Western world. You know, they are achieving their dreams, but it always comes at a price. At every point in time, when you live in this side of the world, you are paying a price one way or the other. If you get what I'm saying, you can chime in the chat, or if you think it's a lie, you can also educate us. But I'm just telling you from my observation and from my personal experience, as well as what I've noticed with other immigrants. This is not limited to African immigrants alone. It cut across all immigrants from Asian, South American, Europe, everywhere. When you come to this Western world, you're gonna have to pay a price for every goddamn thing you achieve. Nothing comes to you freely. And when it comes to money, oh my God. In fact, I've come to a conclusion that if you really want to live the Western life, you really want to ball, you want to have maximum enjoyment, unless you want to be on government benefit. Yeah, because people who rely on government benefits, they are the one who is having the most life right now in Western world. Yeah, and I am saying it unapologetically. The people who are receiving uh food cash app, or one ticket or the other, housing support, yeah, medical support, everything, the people who actually contributed nothing to the Western world, they are the one who enjoys the dream that you saw in Africa, that, oh, it's Western world, it's abroad, I'm going. Mm-mm. If you want to enjoy that dream, you got to be jobless. You got to look for one excuse or the other to get on government benefits. Oh, then you are free round the clock. You know, I will go into that in another video, but for this particular show, it just pained me watching that woman's video and all she was saying. So, thank you for joining me, Rufam. I just want us to advise, especially those who are living in the UK. UK immigrant is for today's show. Maybe in another show, we'll talk about American and Canada immigrant. In fact, I think my girl, Bilba, my sweet sister, are going to be here with me one day, and then we're gonna dive into all of that. But on this show, let us advise the UK immigrants. Oh, my sweet Abby, how are you, my dear? Welcome, Sister Lola. Lola Dada, you're welcome, Mama. All right, my Sue, the silent troublemaker. How you doing, my sister? That Chucky, what's up, Baba? Chucky, where were you yesterday? We didn't see you all through, bro. What's happening? Abi, your team lost their match. Welcome, my brother. Welcome, Chucky. Thank you. All right, Comfort and Agree. What's up, mommy? All right, please let us hit the like. Let's hit the like. And now, let me show you the video we will be reacting to. Here is the video. But before I show you, sorry, I think I should put a break here because I have to be splitting many of our shows now. All right, here is the video I want us to react to. Take a listen to this woman. Hold on, I got to turn the volume up.
Lodge somewhere, or you have plans for where you are going to stay in the UK. There is no free house in the UK. We have free food in the UK, but no free house. You see, this is the back of our car. We are living in the back of our car. So the little thing you can do for me, the little thing you can really do for me, I'm not asking you for money. But if you share this video, if you put it in your favorites, if you drop comments of 5 to 9 words at least, if you also like this video and follow me for more, you are going to be donating at least £1 so that I can be able to afford to get a house. Because for now, you see, this is our bed. We are living here. This is where we are living. This is our bed. This is our bed. You can see our bed, our pillow, our towels, our drinking water, the food, and this is our mini fridge. You see, this is our fridge, and this is our car. We are living at the back. There is no free house in the UK. My brother, my sister, just know there's no free house. Thank you. If you are coming to the UK, my brother, my sister, this is a reminder that there is no free house in the UK. There is no free house. Look now, I'm living at the back of our car. And this is the cucumber you saw me with. And I'm about to eat the cucumber. The cucumber is for eating. It's not for anything, it's for eating. No free house in the UK. As you are coming to the UK, make sure you have enough money to lodge somewhere, or you have plans for where you are going to stay in the UK. There is no free house in the UK. We have free food in the UK, but no free house. You see, this is the back of our car. We are living in the back of our car. So the little thing you can do for me, the little thing you can really do for me, I'm not asking you for money, but if you share this video, if you put it in your favorites, if you drop comments of 5 to 9 words at least, if you also like this video and follow me for more, you are going to be donating at least £1 so that I can be able to afford to get a house. Because for now, you see, this is our bed. We are living here. This is where we are living. This is our bed. This is our bed. You can see our bed, our pillow, our towels, our drinking water, the food, and this is our mini fridge. You see, this is our fridge, and this is our car. We are living at the back. There is no free house in the UK. My brother, my sister, just know there's no free house. Thank you.
All right.
If you are coming to the UK, my brother, my sister.
All right. All right. There you heard her. Now, I think she's sending a mixed messages, or I don't know, maybe um, there is something wrong with her delivery, though. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I'm gonna share the link in case anybody wanna help us to chime in. Again, I just need advice. I just need advice, tips. I just need people to help us tell uh, fellow immigrants in the UK what they can do if they ever found themselves in this situation. Also, please hit the like, please. How many likes do we have now? Okay, let me see. 6 likes. Ah, come on, refam. We go fight too. So please, if you want to join me to advise people. The link is in the chat. Please use the link to call me. I want to know specifically what are the processes for homeless immigrants in the UK. So please do me a favor, or even if you can't come to the studio, because I know some of you might be working, just kindly drop your tip in the chat. I will read them. This video might help someone. So in the case of this woman, she made this video showcasing how she lives in the vehicle, and you can see it right there. Now, I have never been to the UK. I have never lived in the UK before, but I know UK and America, they share a lot in common. And I know that if you don't pay your rent here in America, if you don't pay your rent as at the end of the month, you're going to have 3 days grace. After the third day, they will start applying penalties. I don't even know how much it is now, but back then when I was still living in apartment, the penalty is like about $50. Uh, is it $50 per day or $50 per month? I know the penalty is around maybe $50 every day that your payment is late. So, and you have like a week or 2 weeks. Here, landlord don't come and pack your load. All they have to do is they call the police, and the police will come and evacuate you. All your stuff will end up on the slab. Yeah, all your stuff we end up on the curb. So if you don't have people you can run to or people who can accommodate you, you might end up in homeless shelter. And that's one of the beauty of living abroad. Now, some people, when they hear homeless shelter, people kind of attach this negative connotation to it, like, it's a terrible place, it's a worse place. No, it's a shelter. The downside is you're gonna be sleeping and sharing the space with other homeless people, but at least it is still way better than sleeping on the curb or sleeping maybe under the bridge. Also, I do know that if you have children and you found yourself being homeless, there are a couple of programs you can apply it for, like here in the United States, that they can actually help you with housing if you have kids and you have children. So there are just so many things that can be done in order to rescue you from that situation. But I don't know how this works in the UK. So my UK rule farm, let's start by first of all, tell us, when people become homeless in the UK, where do they go first? Welcome, Sister Grace. How are you doing, ma? When they become homeless, what do they do? Where would they go? I like to know that. Also, Bilba is here. Shout out to you, my Bilba. Also, Bilba, if you can help us in Canada, when people become homeless, what do they do? What is the way out? So I just need advice from you guys. As for these sisters, in this video, the energy is kind of off for me. I won't lie, but she seems like somebody who really needed help. I would have advised her if she had made this video and seek help, like actually called out to people that, hey, look at my condition. I am living in the car. Things are rough for me right now, but if I can get back on my feet, I definitely will have a place to live. These are my qualifications. I have these skills. I have that skills. The job I'm doing right now, the job I'm engaging right now, is not paying that much. But first off, I need a stable accommodation in order for me to look for a good job. Please help me. If she had done that and probably open a GoFundMe and attach it to this video, I think she would have gotten more help than the request of, please like the video. If you can drop a comment, at least you are giving me £1. I don't think that will help. That's why I kind of feel like the energy is off as far as I'm concerned. Then Sister Grace, this is the problem we have now. Auntie Grace say it looks like she's creating content. Yes, this is the biggest problem we are facing right now. Honestly speaking, I can agree with Auntie Grace. It looks like she's creating content. But from the look of things, I don't think this woman is using this we live in our car to create content. That's why I feel like the energy is totally off for me. Eh? What's up, Simbi? How you doing, Mama? Simbi,
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Uncle Ben. I'm fine, sir. How are you,
um,
sir?
I'm trying to survive, my dear. Did you watch the video from the beginning?
No,
Oh, you
sir.
just you just joined. Okay,
I just
okay,
joined, sir.
okay. No problem, no problem. I'm just doing this live show because of this issue that this woman raised in this video. Hey, Abby is here, my sweet Abby. That Chucky said, I think it's different from the UK. Evicting is different from the US. Okay, so Chucky, how do eviction work in the UK? I know in America, each state is different too. I just know that in Texas, if you don't pay your rent, you have 3 days grace. After 3 days, they start applying late fee. They might apply that late fee for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, they get the police and you get thrown out of the apartment. It's as simple as that. So I don't
Can
know
you
what the
explain how
process
it
looks like.
works in the UK?
Hey, Abby, how you, mama?
Good evening, Uncle Ben. Hi, CB. Good evening, sis.
Yeah. So, Abby, how does eviction work in the UK?
So basically, I'm telling you because I actually had this same situation happen to me with one of my tenants, Uncle Ben. It took us 9 months to get them out of the house. In
Over
this,
there in UK?
yes, it took us 9 months. In this country, it seems as though the tenants have more rights than the landlords. There's too
Mm.
much. I don't know what the word is. They just have, it takes months. Some people, there's even a show, Uncle Ben. I'll find the link for a short clip on YouTube for you, where for some landlords, it even takes like over a year. It just really depends on the variables. People in the UK, tenants in the UK can go months, a whole year without paying rent.
Are you
It's
kidding
a
me?
process. Yes, it's a process. So you get a warning, right? And similarly, some
Mm.
estate agents will add like late fees per day. But usually, what happens is that they have to go through the process of the courts, and that
Mm-hmm.
takes a very long time. It is months. Like I said, I personally have a situation with one of my tenants last year. It was so hectic on Ben because obviously, if you're not paying me rent, I can't pay the mortgage because the idea is that the mortgage is coming from your rent. So it means that I'm paying the mortgage out of pocket from something else, if that makes sense. And that was
Yeah.
just very, very painful. It was such a painful ordeal. So tenants literally have to do due diligence. Uncle Ben, it's so bad in the UK. The way they protect tenants is so bad to the point where if I have a flat and for some reason maybe I abandon it for some work or whatever, do you know
Mm-hmm.
that if anybody is squatting there, after 6 months they have rights to the property as well, like a random squatter, not even my official tenants.
Yeah.
That's how much the UK people are protected. It's so traumatic when you're on the receiving end as a landlord, honestly, because what you're supposed to do with your mortgage, you're supposed to find money for your mortgage regardless and
Mm-hmm.
pay. Otherwise, your
Mm-hmm.
credit now has issues. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like I said, I went through it last year. It was so painful, and it took me over nine, actually 9 months and about 2.5 weeks. So that's 10 months to get them out of the house. So 10 months, I was paying the mortgage out of pocket from something else while I wasn't living in that house and while they weren't paying me rent.
Okay. Now, I think over here we have something like that. And that is why it's different. If you are renting an apartment, is the rules are a little bit different from when you are renting a home from a home owner. You got the difference now. If you are renting from a homeowner, um, there are other ways that tenant can walk around you, and it becomes so crazy to evict them or maybe to even get your rent and things like that. But if you rent from an apartment, already there are documents you will sign, there are papers you will sign, and all those real estate companies, they ain't playing. They know they play with anybody, papa. They are so crazy. So now, if people are renting from apartment, is it the same thing that it takes forever to get the tenants out of the house?
Yes, Uncle Ben, it doesn't matter if it's tenant, it doesn't matter if it's private landlord. I'm not even a private landlord per se because I go through estate agents. I have people that manage the property just because I figured that it would be easier that way.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, and so also the property is like 3 hours away from me. Is in a town called Milton Keynes, and obviously I'm in London.
Yeah.
So it was just easier that way. Uncle Ben, doesn't matter what is, like I said, even squatters, you can see Chucky's comments, even squatters, like random homeless people, if
Mm.
they stay for up to 6 months, they have rights. They have rights to that property, Uncle Ben. That's how bad the UK system is. Or in some cases, we can call it good in the sense that they protect a lot of people that seem to be vulnerable. But there has to be balance, and it's such a terrible case. And Uncle Ben, in my own case, I'm one of those people that These people happen to be Nigerian. And it's
Mm.
now set the tone for me when it comes to renting to our people, because I feel like a very big part of them taking advantage of me was the case of, oh, you're our sister now. Surely you must understand that things are hard. But yes, things are hard, but bills still have to be paid. And the worst part, like I said, is that you can't just keep your mortgage just because you have to pay, otherwise your credit is on the line. So
Wow.
either way, I have to find money that does not concern this property to pay anyway. So it's just very, very painful that I've gotten to that point where, Uncle Ben, it would take the grace of God for me to rent to a Nigerian again. It's that bad, because I was crying for these people.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Abby, I don't think it's because you rented to Nigerians. I think it's
I
just
think so,
the
because the emails I
travel.
was getting, Auntie Grace, were those very emotional. Auntie Grace, you know how Nigerians talk? Ah, my sister, you're my Yoruba sister. The way you literally like emotionally manipulating me into just giving them time.
You shouldn't have even shown yourself at all. You should have just used those estate agents,
Exactly.
and
So how it happened, Auntie Grace, was
you
that
take
I had,
yourself away from the situation.
yeah, so initially I had met them. So later on, when I got my new job that wasn't giving me as much time, was when I now involved third party. Initially, I was going to do the whole private thing by myself. So I'm the one that showed them the property. I'm the one that
Hmm.
did all of those stuff with them. So they already had contact with me. It was in our contract that I made a decision to sign up to this property management. But before then, I was going to be a private landlord. But I realized that it was more than I could handle at the time with everything else I had going on. So that's why they had contact with me, because they knew me first, if that makes sense. But
Okay, no
yeah,
problem. No
lesson
problem.
learned anyway.
I'm sorry for that experience, Abby. Now, Auntie Grace, welcome. How are you doing today, sister?
I'm good. Sorry, yesterday, as soon as you started that show, I slept up. Once I'm in my bed, I woke up, my phone was like, bam, bam, bam. I'm like, what is going on here? I just quickly, I just quickly put it on. I didn't hear one word. I didn't know they were talking about.
And Auntie Grace, I was just talking you yesterday. I say, let me have Auntie Grace speak quick, because she know they take to sleep. Oh.
I was sleeping already.
Oh, Auntie Grace, you are one of those people I envy a lot. Just like my wife. Once they
Once,
relax like this,
once
she jump
myself,
up.
my head hit the bed, forget me, I'm gone.
That's good, Auntie Grace. Welcome, ma. So, Auntie Grace, in your side, because we have to help these our people, they are going through a lot. So,
Ah,
for your
yeah,
side, how this renting and homeless thing work, man?
I think it depends. Sometimes I look at people who are homeless. I said they kind of made themselves homeless because of laziness. There are people who decide to be homeless because they don't want to work. There
Mm,
are people who are homeless because they don't have the documents, right?
yeah,
If you don't have document, when you are homeless, you can't approach anyone.
true.
If you have problem with housing and all that, and you have documentation, you have a right to go to Citizen Advice Bureau. It's
Yeah.
difficult somehow, right? Because if you
That
have to,
Auntie Grace, sorry, that Citizen Advice Bureau. What part of Europe is that one?
it's everywhere. It's in it's in UK. All the borough, they
Counties,
call it like the
all the
local
boroughs.
government.
Okay.
You have them
Uh,
differently. Yes. So you Google it. You know where it is in your area. You approach them. It works better if you have little children.
okay.
If you have little children, or you have any form of disability, or you have illness, God forbid, then they give you something. Then if you don't have, if you are a student, there are ways you can go about it, right? It might
Mhm.
take long. If you are kind of homeless, and then you go to job seekers, whatever, you have documentation, I'm going to help
Yeah.
you get a little job that will afford you at least something. I just feel that people who are homeless,
Sorry,
I'm
Auntie
sorry to
Grace, can
say,
you adjust a little bit?
Okay. We lost you small there, Auntie Grace.
oh, sorry,
Okay.
okay.
Good. It's
Uh,
good now.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
somehow I just feel that some people, I'm sorry to say, I might not be right. that they just don't want to do something useful for themselves. If you have the documentation, there's always a way. You go to like job center, you get yourself register. They might not give you that job that will kind of, make you a rich person. They will be able to fit you somewhere that you'll be able to at least pay something. Or they can even like give you like they call it what's the name? Um
Universal credit.
no, universal credit is there. You know where they send you to all these hostels, they give you one whatever thing.
And Auntie Grace, are you aware that that has changed drastically in the last year and a half?
Well,
We have a housing crisis right now in the UK, Auntie Grace. So I don't know if you remember that a couple of weeks ago, the British have been talking about that. I'm talking about the actual white Brits. They've been talking
yeah,
about protesting, and one of their
yeah,
issues is that there's no longer temporary accommodation. There's no
yeah. That's
longer
the word I was looking
accommodation
for.
for
Temporary accommodation.
there's
Yeah.
no longer accommodation. So what has happened now, Auntie Grace, in the last 2 years, I would say, is that they've started to turn a lot of travel lodges, Holiday Inn hotels, Ibis
Mm-hmm.
hotels to
Mm.
house people temporarily. Now the
Yes.
Brits are saying, how can I be pregnant? Remember, Auntie Grace, that back in the day, if you're
Mm.
pregnant here at 16, they give you a house.
Yes.
The council flat. Even when I was at college, we had girls that were dropping out of uni. Sorry, of college. This is college, Uncle Ben, for us is not uni. College for us is A levels, right? That's
Yeah.
pre
Mm. Yeah.
then
Yeah.
for context. So we had a lot of girls that were 15, 16, 17 that were getting pregnant just because they knew the government would hand them a house. It
Even
was
when
a
things
thing.
was better, you don't need to be pregnant as young
Exactly. But
adult
that's what a
to
lot of
get
girls were
house to
doing,
get
Auntie.
houses. Yes, I
Auntie
know.
Grace, when I was growing up, a lot of girls were doing that when I was at college and even before me. But that has
Yeah.
changed now where there's no houses available to give you even if you're vulnerable and pregnant. So what that means is that the British are angry, and the reason they feel like is because of a lot of immigrants and a lot of the
Yeah.
refugee, the asylum seekers. So now the UK has been resorted to putting people in their temporary accommodation now is hotels.
Hotel.
Imagine
Yeah.
you're living in a hotel for 6 months, 1 year. Imagine
Yeah.
you're a pregnant woman and you're living in a
Yeah.
hotel. It's no longer conducive. So if
I
you
get
think
that.
about it, if you don't have permanent residency, if you're not
That's
British,
that's exactly what I say. If you
you're
don't
not going
have
to have housing.
documents, if you don't have the documentation, definitely you're going to find yourself in that predicament. Then, if you have documentation, there is always a help. If they don't even give you this temporary accommodation or wherever you go to job center and all that, they might be able to give you like small job that will enable you to pay certain things out of for rent purposes. Then coming to the rental thing, I think, like you said, the tenant stand at advantage. If you give them quick notice, is like you telling them you're no longer paying until they find a house. Some of them can take advantage and
Yeah.
they're not even looking for. They tell you I'm looking for. You can't throw them away. They
Yeah.
are there. They tell you they are searching. That is what it is. So I think the tenant are really, really in a better place when it comes to this tenant and the landlord, whatever. So
Mm.
that's another thing. Then those people that are in the streets, um, I don't know. There are majority of them who actually um when they get money, maybe because they spend it on drugs. I I feel for those people who actually don't have the documentation to work. That is the area. Like this woman talking about sleeping in the car. There are people who by choice they call it mobile home. They buy this big van and then they take it to maybe close to the seaside. It's not for our people, it's not for black people, right? There are people who are intentionally living in their car. I worked with somebody for so many years. This one is even from Caribbean. His home was in his van.
Hmm.
His home was in his van. But he has a family where he goes to change. And then he has everything, the kettle, the bed, everything in his van. That is where he lives.
Hmm.
Why? Because probably where they park the van by the seaside is safe. that kind of a thing. There are people who, by choice, they have their mobile homes, but it's definitely not for our own. But for this woman who is telling us that she live, he said, we, who are we? Is it
I think
you? Is it
I
the
think
husband?
is she and her husband, I guess. Maybe she and her
Is it the
husband.
children? If you are looking for help, and then, like you said, specify what you're doing. As far as I'm
Exactly.
concerned, it looks like this woman want people to just tap and then to get, the whatever. I know that there are people who are actually homeless, either by choice or by circumstances, especially when they are not documented.
Yeah.
So it depends on individual choices what they want. I know things are really gone, really bad in terms of housing and all that. I can understand what Abby is saying. But majority of people who are in the street just decide to be in the street. There are people who are actually there in the street
Yeah.
because they don't have a choice.
Thank you, Auntie Grace. Thank you, Abby.
Uncle Ben, I just sent you a video on the backstage for what Auntie Grace just said.
Okay.
Although that man is white, the situation is that in London, for instance, after tax, if you're going to earn maybe 1,400 after tax, and
Hmm.
then in London, they're not going to come and ask you for rent, and your rent now comes up to 1,002, and that's even a shared apartment because there's no full house in London that's £1,200 at this point, not even a one bedroom flat.
Mm.
So a lot of people actually subject themselves to living in a caravan or a van because it
Hmm.
just works out cheaper. Because why
Yes.
would I pay somebody £1,000 for a room to live in London and then I have £400 left? What else do you have left? That's why a lot of people also cannot save anymore in this country. There's a housing crisis, and so all of these bills are going up, but the actual wages are not going up. So
All
where do we
right.
go from here?
All right. No
They
problem.
they
It's
also
just
pay for the land where they park this caravan anyway. That's to get that clear. They pay for the land where they have to park this caravan where they live. Some people it
oh,
just
really?
yes, they pay for the land.
Well, people like this guy on the screen, they don't pay. They just keep dodging, moving from one place to the other. Every night you live in a different place, if that makes sense. You park in a different place.
Um, okay, let me
Okay.
just play the video briefly because I have to go to work, but I think I'm learning a lot from what we are sharing now. Let's listen to this video and see what sense is
Well,
in it.
technically today I'm currently in zone 2. I wake up and first things first, I check outside for the ops, aka the local traffic warden. All clear and I am ravenous, so quickly do some oats with chopped banana and pour out a quick black coffee. People often ask me if it's difficult living in a van in a city. It is, but not as difficult as paying £1,000 a month to a property conglomerate based in Dubai for the pleasure of sharing a flat in Catford. I'm working from the van today, so head out for a quick mental health walk before work starts. The biggest privilege of living in a van is that my garden can be whichever site of natural beauty I decide to pull up at. I don't pay council tax, but if I did, I'd be fuming. I arrive back just before work to see someone has driven into my wing mirror. This could be a disaster, but luckily I always bring backup. At this point, I'm thinking of naming my right wing mirror Lily Phillips and my left wing mirror Bonnie Blue, because the moment I turn my back, there seems to be a queue of people waiting to smash them. Crisis averted, I jump into work. I work through my lunch break like the good little boy they pay me to be. Done for the day, I have a quick tidy up. I do a quick bit of editing, but it's getting
Okay,
dark and
God, I
chilly,
beg you.
so I heat up some leftover spag bowl to eat while I watch Severance. It's the middle of February and it's freezing in the van tonight, so time to put on my gym jams and get under the covers where I can sleep easy knowing I've gone the whole day without making any landlords richer. Day 1 of living in a
Oh
camper van
boy.
in central London while working full time.
Oh boy.
Oh
That's
wow.
central London because
Yeah.
I've heard from CC and Honey Babe and many of our people in London. What the energy I'm getting is that it's like you have West London, East London, North or South London, and then Central London. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, that's
You're
true.
correct. Yeah.
Oh, so that means London itself is massive. It's very
Def-
big.
It is
It's
very
big, but
big.
it's small. I mean, the UK is a small country, it's a small island, but it's big, but it's
Very
small.
big, yeah.
Okay.
It's not, you cannot compare it to your state, any of your states in America, Uncle Ben. London is very small in comparison to
Yeah.
our states in America.
All right. We're gonna talk about. Let me go through what Bruno recommend, and then Sister Abby and Auntie Grace can help me verify if these tips are actually accurate. Okay. So I asked Bruno um tips for homeless immigrants in UK, and then Bruno gave me three categories. Like if they really want help, they have what they call immediate survival, legal right, and housing help, and long time steps. So under the immediate survivor, what I gathered was that they have emergency shelter. That they have to contact Street Link. Do they have anything like Street Link that they can call if people are homeless? Street Link. Is that true?
I don't know what Street Link is, but I think
And
similarly to what Auntie Grace said, there's Citizens Advice Bureau, and there's you can go to the what's it called? You can go to the job center. They usually have all of this information for you.
Okay.
the
So
street
Uncle
the
Ben,
street
did
link,
you see? Okay.
sorry, Simbi, the street link could be like all these people who have like voluntary services where people can go to. It could be.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw they have a website. The
yeah,
website is streetlink.org.uk.
yeah.
Abby, what are you saying? Simbi, what are you saying? Let me share this so people can see it.
Okay,
Simbi?
so I start Sister Biba's comment. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, okay. The
Yeah.
one about Canada's own. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. That one.
Biba says it's quite similar to the US. Go to homeless shelter, hostels, or look for subsidized housing options. Shelter can be full, and we see people sleeping in transit centers and makeshift camps. So it's almost like the same thing in Canada. All right, thank you, Biba. So please, our Nigerians or any immigrant at all, if you are living in the UK and you found yourself homeless, this is one of the website I found for you guys. There are still many others. I think I may have to do a follow-up show, but I'll definitely need that be Sister Grace, Chucky, and Sissy and Honey Babe to furnish me with more information. So another option I found was night shelters and hotels. Okay. And I think this night shelter and hotel include churches, mosques, and charities, e.g., the Salvation Army crisis and all of that. Okay, Salvation Army crisis shelter. What? Which one is Saint Mugos? So they all offer temporary accommodation, meals,
Yes,
and
yes.
showers. So those one are options too, right, Sister Grace?
Definitely, yeah. They are like agents that offer. You see where some of them even offer hot meals. If you can't afford to eat, you go there, and then they offer you meals and all that. Yes.
Okay, okay. So, and then they have day centers. Day centers like okay, look for local day centers where you can access free food, showers, clothing, and internet to job search or contact families. Wow, I think they are trying in the UK, oh. But are people really using all these facilities? All these.
But like I
Of
said,
course.
if the British people or whatever staying that if they have documentation, if they access
Auntie
those.
Grace, can you adjust a little bit, ma?
Oh, sorry. If
Okay.
they actually, this is the way I'm placing my phone. If they actually access those amenities over time, they will get themselves back. It might not be immediate, but they will always find help. Some of them really don't want help. They just want, oh, can you just spare
Okay,
me some change? Can you spare me some change? They go drinking and smoking. And then some of them that are definitely because of lack of documentation, they are scared to access these amenities. So
okay.
that is
So
what I see about homelessness.
So what I'm getting from all of this now is that your immigration status matters, right?
Yes, it does. It does
So
definitely.
if for those who are not properly documented, if they found themselves being homeless, that may be it.
Yeah.
Voila deal. All right. So I also found that they talk about legal right, which is what Auntie Grace just mentioned now, right to housing. Your entitlement depends on immigration status. Some immigrants with no recourse to public funds can't get council house. Which one is, Abby? Do you know anyone? What is no recourse to public funds? What does that mean with respect to immigration status?
Those are the
Um,
people who. Oh, okay. Go on, Abby. Sorry.
no, go on,
No, Auntie
Grace.
Grace,
I
you
think
can
go
explain now.
ahead, please.
Yeah, those are the people that maybe in the process of legalizing themselves, they start giving them. Is it 3 years? It changes every time. They will give them the first 2 years or the first 3 years indefinite leave to remain. Then they will apply again, though they have a right to work, but no recourse to public fund. You are not expected to collect anything from the public. There was a woman I knew. Um, she and the guy, they met here, and then they started having children. Those are the people I first noticed that they were doing a marriage in absentia. Both the guy and the lady, they didn't have papers. Then they rented like 2 bedroom house.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't pay for it. They rented 1 room out. They had 3 children. They were living in 1 room and the sitting room while they were renting 1 room out for them to be able to pay. And they don't have right to any whatever. So by the time they had the fourth one, they had to now name that girl with, they gave another man's name to that girl, like that child was a British born. So I think they got somebody, a friend, and with that they now gave the woman 2 years. The first 2 years, depending on that British child, she didn't have access to public funds. That is what that means. That's what
Oh,
that means. But
okay.
when she now have that first 2 years, she was able to manipulate the system to say, oh, all sorts of story anyway. Eventually, they assign her a social worker. When they now assign her a social worker because she had 4 children, at least she had some kind of documentation now. Eventually, they were able to give her 3 bedroom house.
Okay. Thank you, Auntie Rose. Now it's
Uncle Ben,
making a
can I
lot of
add
sense.
something, please?
Yes, go ahead, Mama.
I want to say that unfortunately, this benefit thing also is not for everybody. Whether it's benefit, whether it's housing, whether it's temporary accommodation. For instance, for me now, the way I am, God forbid I actually need to run to advice bureau or whatever for housing. I will not be priority, and chances I'm going to have to sleep on the streets for the next couple of weeks. Why? Because even if I'm British from birth, the issue here is that I'm not a priority because I'm healthy. I don't have any
You don't
vulnerability.
have a
I
child,
don't have
yeah,
any children. So
yeah.
lots of times, by the time you look at the list, there's a list, right? Just like many things. By the time you look at the list, there's probably like 500 people ahead of me that need it more than I do, right?
Yeah.
So the most that I'm going to get is, do you not have anyone to call? Or the most I'm going to get is subsidized Airbnb, for instance. Let's say the Airbnb is usually like £50. They can say they can cut corners for me through the council and give it to me for £25. So I still have to find £25 anyway. And I'm just using me as an example because I don't have any reason to be considered a priority because I don't have children. I'm not sick. Do you understand? I'm a young woman that is healthy. I will not be made priority. But if another woman that is my same age had 3 children, there will be priority immediately because of the children. Or if another woman
Definitely.
that's my age is pregnant, especially heavily pregnant, they'll be prioritized immediately and be put, even if it's travel lodge, while they keep looking for something, they will. Another issue that we're going through in London currently is that a lot of the housing are so bad. A lot of them have mold issues and all sorts. So generally, there's just a housing crisis anyway. So at this point, there's a few people that have decided to even go as far as getting loans because there's no temporary accommodation. Really, really bad for a lot of these people's mental health. Because why would you put me in a house with mold issues and all just because I'm desperate? So ultimately, I would like to say, as a Nigerian, for those that couple, They're Nigerian, obviously. I'm guessing that they're not citizens. I don't know, but I think it might be really tough depending on the British government to help them with anything besides small money here and there. Even that universal credit we're talking about, things have changed drastically. That money is no
Mm.
longer what it used to be. So
All
Yeah,
right.
we're all saying the same thing. In this country, it's really hard, very, very hard. I'm telling you. Like
Mm,
this
mm.
housing thing you're talking about. There was a time I actually wanted it, and I declared myself homeless, and they gave me a bed space in one of those units, and they said I was going to be paying, is this £50 then or something? I did say to them I
Wow.
was going for surgery. I didn't do- Eventually I went, and I was paying the £50. I did surgery on my eyes. After the surgery, I see that I can't live on this. I have to go back to my job. The moment they saw my pay slip, they told me
Yeah.
I was already in arrears. I was owing them 1,000 plus. I had to run
Ha.
away from the place. So
Really?
yeah, yeah, if I wanted to stay there continuously and not working, and they will put me there perpetually. But is that the kind of life I wanted? So by the time I went back to my work, you can't hide it. Your payslip is there. It will
Yeah.
just like expose you. So
Mm-hmm.
eventually I came out. I said they're bidding. I was bidding for years and years and years. It wasn't happening before I bought my house. You understand? So this is what the UK is. But what I'm saying is that there is always a little help. They will put you somewhere if you have the papers, right?
Yeah.
But and if you decide to live from hand to mouth like that, they will be giving it to you if you want to. It might be difficult. Like this woman that is talking, if she has like maybe they might not be able to house her if she doesn't have dependent children that will enable even the house, like Abby said, the houses are no more. That was one of the reasons why UK decided to go Brexit, thinking, oh, these people come out this EU, they came, they take all the houses. But it didn't help us, it didn't bring any, there was nothing really beneficial even after the Brexit, right? Because the houses are still not there. So, but there is always something if you really want to, you get the little, then you start, even if you are looking for something cash in hand, you be able to rent one, put your head.
Okay.
I'm
Uh,
sorry, call is
Auntie
coming
Grace,
again.
we've
no
lost you again.
problem. It's a call. She's receiving a call. All right. All right. I think she's receiving a call. But I get what Auntie Grace is saying. It's like right now in the UK, you guys are facing population issues. It's like
Yeah.
the
The UK has
land.
not been built for the current population we have due to the influx of immigrants. So I don't
Yeah.
know why they did not stop.
And
Because
who's to blame for that?
it's them.
Hold on, oh, please. Let me shout out to my people, Sister Oyade. It's been a while I see Sister Oyade. I don't know. She did wrong. Leave me. Can't come back. Can't fight me small. Can't leave me again. Sister Oyin, how have you been now?
Uncle Ben,
Welcome
we need
back,
to
my
find
sister.
her.
She need to send Don Pedro to all of
Yeah,
us.
for abandoning us.
Art Explorer, how you doing? You said I go back to Romania and eat grass. UK poverty, no benefit. What I do with £300 a month? Oh, I don't know, my dear. It's crazy. It's crazy. Sister Yinka. Sister Yinka is also late. Another round of Don Pedro from Sister Yinka.
So Sister Inka is the queen of Irish cream. So I own will be Irish cream.
So now Irish cream she go give
The
us,
Irish
right?
cream and Sister Inka likes. Yeah.
Ashley, how are you doing? Comfort and agree, my dear. What's up? And my Mercy Kendra, the latest pharmacist in the building. Mercy, how are you? Idara, how your side now? Idara says, and there are so many people requesting for these benefits. The government are really trying, but the pressure is overwhelming the system. Absolutely. I think Netizen Global, how you doing? I see you, my guy. Sister Rose, you're welcome. So I think one of the problem with UK is I haven't been there, but make I no lie. I don't want to sound like a madman right now. I don't know why UK wasn't that attractive to me in the first place. You know, I said I never plan of traveling out, but every time when my friends are hustling to Japan, UK has always been one place that I'm not
Why,
impressed with
Ben?
it. I have to be honest with you. I don't.
Please.
I not too like British people. Make I no lie.
The people or the culture? What do you mean, people?
They are. I not just like them. Make I no lie. That's
Me, I
just
love them, oh, Uncle
Uncle
Beno.
Ben, give us
I don't
something.
like Americans. I
Give
uh,
love
us
British people.
something.
I
Uncle Ben, that's
adore
enough.
them.
okay. The thing is, I don't know their energy. You can sense that hatred, that dominance, that I'm above you, you are under me, slave master mentality. It's just some of those things that I don't really fancy them. So maybe that is why the UK has
You mean
never.
they have this condescending aura around them?
You get out and day, Jare. And when I think about what they did with colonialism and everything, it just give me the impression that, oh, if you go and live with these people, forget to, they can never see you as their equal. You're gonna suffer. So, but that's it. That's a conversation for another day. But for today's show, if you live in the UK and you are struggling with accommodation, please seek help. Seek help. Try to reach out. Our studio number is here. I'm not promising anything, no, but one thing I know is that there is power in connection. If you are dealing with something, because some of the challenges we have abroad is that when you are going through your shit, you may have nobody to speak to, especially when you are still relatively new, maybe first, second year in abroad, or maybe your paper is still going through regularization. You may have nobody to talk to. And that's the biggest problem people have in abroad. Because if you don't have people to talk to, then sometimes you wouldn't even know how to navigate your problem. I usually tell people most time that sometimes when you are facing challenges abroad, what you need is not money. What you need is information. You just need somebody to point you in the right direction, and that's it. Okay. When I left all my years in Nigeria, I never learned photography, videography, editing, or anything. I don't know how to do it. But when I got here and I started filming with my phone, one person showed me one place here in Austin, and he just gave me a card. He said, "Go there. It's a free training. They will train you." When I got to that place, it was a massive studio. Like that was the first place I saw robo camera where sit on top a different type of tripod. They move by itself. Na camera only and they move. But guess what? It was City of Austin that finances it as a form of empowerment for people who want to acquire training in videography, editing, script writing, anything for free. But
Mhm.
nobody they go there. People no gree go. So somebody showed me. So I bring that into this conversation that if you live in the Western world, you need information. You need information more than money. If you find people who are willing to guide you, to give you information, no collect one dime from them, because abroad people no get money to spare like that. And if you are asking money all the time, they go they run for you. If you call them, they no go pick your call. You send them message in the morning, they no reply that message until midnight, just because you are in trouble, you are looking for money. But if you are looking for information, some people will volunteer to show you way. So if you are living abroad and you find yourself in this homeless situation or stuffs like that, please reach
Person
out
to
to
seek
people.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, reach out to people. That is one of the beauty of this our platform right here. Even me, every time I feel like I'm a stranger on this Uncle Beno and the Real Farm platform. You know why? Because me too, I'm learning every freaky day. And everybody that has been part of this community, I appreciate them a lot, because each person brought, they always bring one uniqueness into the platform. So if you ever have challenges, that is our direct number. This number is dedicated to this channel. Just send a message there. Okay, just send a message there. If you send a message there and you don't receive any kind of reply within 8 hours, because sometimes I know they carry and go work, that means I'm at work. If you don't get any reply within 8 hours, call the number through WhatsApp. Either my son or my daughter, one of them will see it, and then they will forward the number to me wherever I can reach out to you. Let us know what you are dealing with. I don't do announcing people. We can just say it anonymously that hey, somebody in so location is dealing with this. So please, if anybody know what they can do. You see the way Auntie Grace and Abby hopping now, and they are telling us what to do if you find yourself in this situation in the UK. I never live in the UK, but now I already know. Say, oh, I get people for UK where be saying I get they don't know me directly, but either their brother, their sister, we know each other for Niger. So sometimes they go reach out to me and say, I beg, Aburo me, they this also one day Leicester, this one day Liverpool. I don't know jack about it, but now I'm better off than when we started this show. Okay. So please, if you live abroad, always try to seek information and always look for African community. Okay. The good thing is that one thing I noticed real gradually now that is involving is that it's like we Africans sometimes when we are seeing each other face to face, we don't relate that much. We don't do that well. But when we they relate on the internet, oh, we are fantastic people. If you know where I'm going with that, all I'm
Yeah,
saying is
it's
that
tough though.
right now, where you are living abroad, maybe the people in your community they are not friendly. That they behave, that they move somehow that you just feel like you don't fit in. If you can't be part of the community in the physical, you can be part of the community online. And when people get to know you online, if you are a nice person, a honorable person, they will already accept you online. Then by the time they even get to see you in reality, there's no difference. I remember when Auntie B came to Houston, that day I was doing a coverage, everything, but I've made up my mind I have to be in that Houston. So from where I go do coverage, I calculate if I say make I go house, go change. That's why I enter where Auntie B there and where I dey is 2 hours, 20 minutes from my house. That's why I enter go Houston. By the time I got to Houston, I met a lot of Obodo Yimbo sisters. We were just talking like say we don't know since. But what happened? All of us meet for Obodo Yimbo TV. I don't they give them headache, no be small. Everybody don't know me. Now that way the guy be this. So by the time I saw my beautiful sister, they were just like, oh, Beno, Uncle Beno, brother Beno, I was so happy. And that was even the first day I saw Auntie B, but it felt like I've known Auntie B forever. You know why? Because even though we are meeting here online, from the way we talk, from the way we relate, we can tell if we can actually vibe with somebody or not. So if people can vibe with you online, definitely they will vibe with you when they see you in real life. So please, this abroad, easy. People they collect left, right, and center. Shout out to you, my sister B Palmer. You're welcome. Sister Oh shit. How you doing, man? You're welcome. So please, this abroad is not easy. Abroad is freaky frustrating, no. Hey, Abby, your last
Yeah,
word.
but
Make her they go
um,
work, I beg.
yeah, what I'm going to say is that you also have to be a genuine person. You can't be someone that lives a double life or someone that is not genuine and expect that people will gravitate towards you. People have instincts and those instincts will show. So I think or would come out to protect them. So for you to even want a community, you also have to come with genuineness and want to be part of the community. Don't
Yeah.
join a community because you want to use the community or because you want money or whatever. No, that's not the reason you should join a community. You should join a community, for the right reasons to begin with. And if for whatever reason you ever need help, the help will come naturally because this community, you also have to give back to the community, whether it's your time, whether it's the little advice that you have to give back for the
Right.
community to also be there for you. So I think it's important to say that. So it's not a case of just calling the number to say, I need $1,000. We don't have $1,000 waiting. No, that's not the point. The point is You just never know. Someone might have an idea. Someone might have you just never know. But just make sure that you're genuine to begin with. So that's what I
Right.
have to add, Uncle Ben.
Thank you. Thank you. Simbi, you want to add anything so that I can just round up? Abi Simbi know this studio again, sef. All right.
Boss, I'm
I
here.
see
I'm
you.
here, sir.
Yeah, I
I'm
said, do you
here,
want to
sir.
add anything?
No, it's just that when you keep saying stuff like abroad is freaking hard, Nigerians will come for you and they'll be like, if it's that hard, why don't you come back home so that we can replace you?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Simbi, you are right. If you look at the thumbnail for this show, I actually added there. I said, dear immigrants, no free housing in the UK. Go back to Africa. And I think let me take this off so we can see different empire. Yes, go back to Africa if everything fails. You see, to be candid, I'm gonna say this. I know it might not land very well, but it is what it is. You see, sometimes when you want to travel out, especially for those of you who are still aspiring to travel out, please don't burn bridges. Don't burn bridges where you want to travel. You still need to stay connected to your country 5, 10 years even after you travel. Once you enter that flight and you are heading to whichever location you are going, don't assume that, oh, I don't, bye bye to Nigeria, bye bye to Ghana, Kenya. Hey, no, I ain't going there again. No, because I will tell you right now, I know a couple of people that got frustrated here in abroad and they went back to their home country and they are doing fantastically well now. I have a personal friend, very, very close friend, who came abroad here. He lived in New York. He was in New York for 5 years, nothing. In fact, if you know get Pali, I will advise you don't go and stay in New York. Oh. If you know, say your Pali get as a be, New York is not the right place for you, honestly speaking. I've never lived in New York, but the news I'm getting from there is not good. Though. It be like that place be like jungle. Unless anybody who live in New York who started from scratch and become successful want to come here and tell us how they navigated in New York. From what I gather, two of my close friends, these are not like outside friends, though. These are friends that we went to school together, we went to LASU together. They lived in New York. The news is not good. If you find yourself in New York, it's hard for you to make it to. Forget all those crap they show you on TV, all those high-rise buildings. Oh, Donald Trump live in New York. New York gets different area. The places where they are having majestic places where the luxuries are, the Hollywood superstars and all these rich people are. You will not live there. And New York's freaky expensive too. You will find yourself in the hood. One of my friend, I have to one day because me, I not like me person the wine. For over 2 years, I was telling you whenever I reach out to me and complain, I would say, dude, pack your shit and come to Texas. Pack your stuff and come to Texas. But I get it, relocation was hard. He was struggling. He was doing a job where they are paying him $5 an hour. He find another job, they pay him $7 an hour. Those are not money. Now, poverty suffering money be that. So at the point, I have to tell him one day when he come here, he can say, Ben, I just don't know. I'm like, dude, if you no go pack your shit and come to Texas, don't call my phone again. Don't call me. If you come to Texas, you see the difference. By the time he relocated to Texas, under 1 month, he was living with me. Under 2 weeks, he don't get work. Before 1 month, guy don't dey okay. After a while, it was just like, Ben, this is different. I just go suffer myself for New York. The second one too, the moment he came here, 6 months when my guy don't relocate to Texas, he don't begin to negotiate to buy house. And he has been living in New York for close to 8 years. He first entered this US. So I'm just saying, like, when you go to this abroad, you need information. You need information, not money. Let people show you road. If you live in place like New York and they are paying you like $10,000 a month, if you come and do the same job here in Texas, they will pay you maybe around $6,000. But guess you what? That person where they collect $6,000, what did that person go achieve? You where they pay 10,000, you know go fit near them. And I'm not. Thank God we have New Yorkers on this platform. If you find yourself in a place like California as an immigrant, you never settle down. You just get your paper, you just come. You find your place in a place like California, dude. Figure how to take off. Oh. You can't survive the economy of those places. It will take you years before you start making it, because the job you will do in California, I'll give you an example as a nurse. If you're an RN in California, you will be paid around $12,000 to $13,000 a month. After tax, you may end up with maybe $9,000 or maybe $10,000. As an RN, if you live in a place like Texas, they might pay you maybe $8,000 a month. You see the difference? It's big, right? But tell you what the person who is getting $8,000 in Texas will accomplish in 5 years. You where you did that California, if you venture, go get family or other responsibility you are dealing with, the expenses go eat your head off. State by state is different. So you need information. And at the same time, when it comes to being homeless and all of this, is part of it. All of us, we know. Unless person will won't come here, can't lie to you. That is why you see that whenever we bring guests to the show, one of the advice they always give is that, hey, you need to set aside at least 6 month expenses. Your expenses, your mortgage, your car, everything. You need to save 6 months before you can begin put your head in the right direction. Because you know why? Everybody is just 1 or 2 paycheck away from being bankrupt at times. It takes years, principle, savings, hustling, hard working, don't getting involved in crime before you can get to a place whereby you say, I rest more. And nobody they rest for you except man, I don't like to you. I don't know about UK, but here in US, nobody they rest. I'm telling you right now. In America, I don't know about UK, but maybe Chucky will tell us when Chucky and I were having our one-on-one. In America, we live to work and we work to live. If you say I'm lying, come and tell me I'm there here. We live to work, we work to live in America. So the grass is not green over here. It's not green. Oh. So that's why in my top lane, I said, go back to Africa if everything fails. My friend that came from New York that I told you about, when he worked here after a while, everything, he was doing fine. He get fantastic job, all of that. But every time he just tell me, Ben, I don't feel it here. Voila, too much here. Ben, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Then he found a wife. The woman began giving her headache again. I not even go there. Oh shit. I don't even want to remember that experience. Okay? She was stressing the living daylight out of him. Wahala. At the point I have to even tell the woman that this person you are dealing with, I've known this dude now. I've known his black ass for 20 years. This is one of my friends that I can take his words to the bank. He is the coolest guy ever. This is one person you are not supposed to be having issue with as a woman. But still, the lady was stressing him out. My friend called me one day and said, Ben, I think I have to go back to Nigeria. And I'm like, go back to Nigeria to do waiting now. You get work there, everything. He said, no, Ben. No. I can't cope. I have to go back. Then me now, Ben being Ben, I started telling him, hey, calm down, my guy. Let's work on it. Let's work around. The guy say, Ben, I go convince him mainstay. Guess what? My friend booked a flight. He went back to Nigeria. He's been in Nigeria for 2 years now. We run things together in Nigeria, and he's doing far better than when he was here in the US. Honestly, he just pack and leave. The moment he get back to Nigeria, he got good job. He started business. He's a lawyer. He started practicing law back in Nigeria. Guy is doing fine now. So please, sometimes when you come to Yankee, you go to this Western world. If the conditions are not right, if the conditions are frustrating you, please, you can go back home. It's your homeland. That's why you should not burn bridges when you travel. I speak with people in Nigeria almost every day. I chat with people in Nigeria almost every day. I just wanted to say that anyway. Ah, Simbi, is that Auntie B? Modano. Wait.
Yes, yes, that's Auntie
Auntie
B.
B! Hey! Wow, Auntie B of Obodo Yimbo TV. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my beautiful sister, Auntie B. Wow. Well, Auntie B, I go send you message. I just bought Auntie B book yesterday, and I was saying I'm gonna wait until I receive my copy first
Uncle Ben, I
before
thought
I
you were
come
doing a
up with Auntie
video
B. You say
buying
what?
it. I thought you were doing a video buying the book. Where's the video?
Oh my dear, I saw. As I wanted to do the video, I saw my sister Chidima at Obodo Yimbo America WhatsApp group. She
Mm.
shared her receipt of buying, so she now blown out her name. I can't remember. I said, "Oh, if I record the video while I'm buying it on my Amazon, my
Your
address,
information.
everything will be there." So I now
Oh,
changed my mind. But I already ordered. Auntie B, Auntie B, I go text you because I actually wanted to invite you here personally. I want to invite you officially so that we can launch your book to the real farm. Okay, let me show you guys. You have to go buy this book so that as soon as Auntie B come and we start talking about this book, you will understand where we are going. The book is called Imported Wife. Yeah, Imported Wife by Auntie B Me. Let me show you guys. Here it is. Make I just share and quick, make it I see. I'm gonna share the link. Please go and buy this book. You need them. It's part of what we are talking about now. And I just shared the story of my friend now who have to run back to Nigeria because the wife when he married for Yankee, he believes say the woman distress him. And if he had listened, maybe he can work things out. But again, that is his own choice. So let me show you what I'm looking at here. Where is it? Okay. Yeah. Auntie B's book is now available on Amazon. I have a lot story, enough story around this book, where they different from the one where Auntie B go share with us whenever she is free. But first of all, go and buy this book, Imported Wives: The Untold Stories of African Marriages Abroad. This book is available in Kindle edition. If you are the type who like to read from your phone, your iPad, your laptop, go and get the Kindle edition. If you are the type who like paperback, it's available on paperback. We have the hardcover is just 27.99 cents, and we have the paperback of 19.99. And then if you subscribe to Kindle, it's just going to be available for you to read. I have Kindle, but still I love to buy books so I can read it, highlight, and then talk about it. This book is a compilation of, I think Auntie B only shared 10. Let me even read it to you guys. Imported Wives is a powerful collection of 10 real life stories about African marriages navigating life in the Western world. At its heart, the book explores what happens when tradition crosses oceans and collides with new cultural realities, where expectations, gender roles, and idea of love are tested in unexpected ways. Each story reveals the challenges couples face when marriages are formed across distance and joined later abroad, often without the opportunity for long courtship. From the struggles of adjusting to unfamiliar roles to the cultural shocks of redefining family, intimacy, and responsibility. These narratives shed light on the resilience of women and men caught between two worlds. Oh man, I love this.
That's some
More than a
period.
study, more than a study of cultural conflict, Imported Wives is an intimate portrait of love under pressure, where silence, sacrifice, misunderstanding, and perseverance weave together a picture of marriage that is as complicated as it is universal. For readers interested in diaspora experiences, across cultural relationships, or simply stories of human strength and survival, this book opens a window into the unspoken realities of African marriages abroad. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this. Please, you know me, oh, there's a reason my friends call me Benuril. I know they sugarcoat anything. If you don't have this book, I don't think you truly grab the picture of how crazy life could be abroad as a married man or married woman. Auntie B has tons of story, real life stories that people actually shared of their experiences abroad. With this book, you can go back and read over and over again and also learn how they navigate those challenges. Okay. So, personally, I'm going to invite Auntie B. I will chat Auntie B backstage. We have to launch this book virtually. In fact, Auntie B must do YouTube tour. Thank you, Auntie B. Me. Yeah, 10 chapters new, yeah, but plenty more coming by his grace. By grace of Almighty God is gonna be. Now, let me also share something with you guys as far as this book is concerned. And this in particular has nothing to do with the book, but more to do about resilience and determination. You see, this book is a product of, can I say, commitment by a woman who don't know how to back down. We were on Auntie B live show one day. I think that was last year. And Auntie B said, hey, I bet the con story where I don't hear for this channel. Story where they don't share with us, share with us. I supposed to write book, oh. And then the Obodo fan were like, it's true, Auntie B, you go write book, like play, like play, like play. Then earlier this year, we were on Auntie B show again. And that is why I love this Auntie B so much. I already take her the play. We were on Auntie B show again, and Auntie B said, this year, I must write this book. Oh, I must write this book. Let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. So when I saw Auntie B's video, where she was celebrating this book, oh my God, I'm just like, wow, this woman is a phenomenon. People need to learn from her energy. People need to learn what never give up simply means. Let me show you Auntie B video when this book arrives. Okay, this is my Auntie B. Eh? All the young boys there, make una close una eye. When I no look at my beautiful auntie, can't say, Omo, make I go try my luck. Auntie B na no nonsense. So if you go at DM, go talk rubbish, what Auntie B back by mu. So here's just the thing for me. I'm like, this is an inspiration, Auntie B. Auntie B said it earlier this year. Auntie B is like, I must write this book this year and like play, like play, like play. This is it. This is where a lot of people fails in life. Procrastination. I'm gonna do this. I will do it. 1 year ago, they will come back. I wanted to do it, but something just happened. Many people are like that. So, besides the story in this book, Auntie B need to come and tell us how she find that time and space. Because Auntie B is as busy as everyone else. She's a social worker, and if you know what social worker does, they are always busy trying to take care of other people's problems. And yet, Auntie B find time to write this book. Every members of Obodo Oyinbo TV, you should learn something from that. You should learn that when you put your mind to doing something, you can always get it done. And God will see you through. So for me, that's an inspiration right there. That's an inspiration. Auntie B, This is the beginning. You're gonna write more, you go write plenty. So everybody, I'm sharing the link to this book. Please go and buy this book. If you can't afford the paperback, go and buy the Kindle edition and read it. These stories will help you. These stories will save your life. You will learn so much from it. Ever since joined Obodo Yimbo TV, I've learned massively. I mean, I know the lie. I don't pretend. I've learned a lot by listening to other people's story. And I think ever since I've been listening to stories on Obodo Yimbo TV, how people are sharing experiences and other people are sharing how they walk around their life challenges, I've become a better husband. Honestly, I've become a better husband, not because I'm a terrible husband before, no, but listening to what other women and men have to endure. No, no. Listening to Auntie B, reading this book will go a long way to change you. And more importantly, again, Auntie B is always fighting for women. She's fighting for women, not like negative fight, but a positive fight. A lot of women have no voice. They don't even know what to do. And just like what I was saying earlier, abroad is a crazy place. Sometimes you will be all alone. You will be crying yourself to sleep at times and nobody to talk to. But imagine somebody like Auntie B always going out there, educating women, educating men. And that's one of the beauty of me, why I like Auntie B. Auntie B know they sugarcoat nothing. She did tell men, she go tell women too. You know, some men might see it and say, this woman, she is teaching. No, because when the women also effed up, Auntie B we call it as a woman, oh, you have to do better. Oh. How about my gender? So please buy this book, and as soon as I'm able to finalize how we can get my Auntie B to come, as soon as I finalize how to get my Auntie B to come here and promote this book, I will let you know. Again, click this link. Please buy the book, buy the book. And let me add this also. If you have bought the book and you read it, please go and leave review. Amazon is a different ball game. Okay? Let me just share this quick secret with you guys. If you really want to help people who have books on Amazon, review is the main thing. Go and drop review on the book and also rate the book. Give it 5 stars. The more reviews the book is having, the more Amazon will be recommending it to a lot of people. So all Obodo Yimbo family, and the B has over 100,000 subscribers now. Did you know that if only 1,000, just 1,000, buy this book and leave a review, this book will become a bestseller. This is about us, Africa. This is about our life abroad. So if you have been listening to Auntie B all this while and you are still new member to her platform and you've seen how much she has fought for women and you think it's too much for you to buy this book, or you bought the book, it's too much for you to leave a review, just know that you are not doing right too. But other than that, thank you, Auntie B. Congratulations to you, my sister. I love you always. You are an inspiration. God will continue to empower you. Whatever you touch will turn to good in Jesus' name. As you are fighting for innocent sisters, I've lost count of how many times I've heard women spoke on your platform and say, Auntie B, thank you. Your show helped me. Listening to you helped me. Especially women who are going through DV, women who are lost, women who had nobody to fight for them. I've had testimonies upon testimonies. And that's why I keep telling people that when you are on this internet space, make sure you make it count. Sometimes it's not about the money. I've made a lot of friends on this YouTube space now that friendship is already paying off. So please, if you are doing anything online, make sure it brings positive impact to people's life. A lot of people have testified, and Auntie B, God continue to bless you. God continue to protect you. Now, my final word to you, Auntie B, you need to turn this beauty down. You can see the way you find. Auntie B still wear oh girl.
Uncle
Anyway,
Ben, stop saying
yes,
that. Turn the beauty down. Will you be proud of her? Don't you like the way she's glowing?
it's too much. Auntie
You
B,
should
the enter
turn it
people
up.
eye now.
Auntie B, turn it up. We are proud
No,
of you.
no, I'm fighting
Congratulations,
for
ma.
my uncle. I'm fighting for my uncle. Auntie B.
Uh,
CB, you know where? I dey fight for my uncle.
Uncle
You know
Ben,
say
I will call
yeah now.
CC for you.
All right. Any final word, Abby and Simbi? Let's leave here.
No, no, sir. You nailed
Congratulations.
everything. It was a very interesting show.
Yeah. Final words, congratulations, and to be of
Yeah.
Obodo Yibo TV. Thanks for all that you do for women, especially young women. We're so proud of you. You're such an inspiration. Thank you so much, Ma. Final words on this UK thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, Jackpot is tough. I think that sometimes people think that they've planned enough, they've saved enough, and you just never know. You just never know what might be ahead of you. But honestly, I've had a few friends as well in their 20s that have moved back to Nigeria after coming here as teenagers because one thing or the other hasn't worked. And they're doing so much better in Nigeria. Sometimes all you need to do is make slight changes. Another thing that I'm also an advocate for is making sure you don't stick to the Nigerian community alone.
Yep.
I don't know how, I don't, Uncle Ben, I don't know what your take on this is, but I see a lot of Nigerians that feel like they come from Nigeria and straight, you go to Peckham, where you be hearing Yoruba morning, afternoon, and night. You don't need to do that.
Oh,
I mean, if that works for you,
sorry,
cool.
sorry, Abby. I've been hearing that Peckham, Peckham, Peckham. Is that like the Ajegunle of UK?
Is the Yoruba city. I took mom of five to Peckham when she came to visit me. That's where you have
Oh,
everything. We went to eat amala and they will do and
oh, that
bibimbap,
mean that
all of
Peckham
that.
that Peckham go be like Bisconet for Houston.
Yeah, it's like
Bisconet.
Nigerian center,
Wow.
Yoruba particularly, because I think I would say there's more Yorubas in London than any other tribe. But anyway, what I'm going to say though is
Mom of five say Peckham equals to Oshodi. Idumota.
Momo was like, when she was like, Abby. I'm like, yeah, welcome to Lagos. I don't know, Idumota, welcome. But what I'm
Oh
saying
my
though
god.
is, please, I think it's very important to mix up. You can get more, you can get information from anywhere, not just your Nigerian community. That's one of my pet peeves with Nigerians that don't want to mix up with other people. You just never know where information is going to come from.
That
Mix up, don't stick to your people. Don't think that other Nigerians are going to save you. Mix up with everybody. You are now in the UK. If you wanted to stay in Nigeria, why are you here? You know? So that's one of the things I'm going to say.
thank you
And
very much.
we will see Uncle Ben. Are you coming live tomorrow? See you later,
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. I'll be live tomorrow. Thank you very much, my Abby. I
Bye,
love you,
Bye,
Mama.
CB.
Abby.
All right, CB.
Bye,
Thank you too.
Abby.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye
Bye, Rita.
everybody. Auntie B, thank you. Mom of five, all real fam. I love you all. You are all an amazing people. Auntie Grace, thank you very much for helping me clarify today's topic. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you, all real fam members. B Palmer, it's been a while. And Sister Onyade, you owe us Don Pedro. Two Don Pedro. Sister Onyade, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Thank you very much. In the meantime, don't do what I will not do. Okay, if abroad is stressing the living daylight out of you, go back to Africa. It's not a bad thing. Africa is your home. You are not a failure. All right, the condition abroad no just work for you. You can go back home, apply the new knowledge you've acquired abroad, and you will do amazing things. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.
We rockin', we flexin', let it flow. Dollars flying, catch your dream. Vegas nights, a movie scene. From Lagos hustle to the strips gleam. This wedding's a vibe like you've never seen. Oh yeah, step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. I talk to the world, let it show. We rockin', we flexin', let it flow. Oh yeah, step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low.